Been there. You send a message, biting your nails, waiting for a reply. And what do you get? A big fat nothing. Her indifference hits you like a slap in the face, leaving your ego bruised and, let's be honest, a little pissed off. But chill, champ. Today, I'm going to show you how to flip the script. Instead of sulking or chasing after her like a lost puppy, you're going to learn to wield the most underrated weapon in the emotional arsenal: silence. Yep, ignoring her right back is your ace in the hole. And no, this isn't about playing childish pride games. It's about regaining control of the situation. Believe it or not, silence can be louder than any desperate message. Want her to think about it? Let her sit in the fridge for a bit. Now, let's get down to business. But before we do, let's clear something up. This video exists because someone had the decency to like and subscribe. So stop freeloading and do your part. Hit that like button, subscribe, and if it's not too much to ask, drop a thanks in the comments. It's not for me, it's for the almighty algorithm. That's the only way YouTube knows this message needs to reach more thick-headed people like you. All right, sermon's over. Let's cut to the chase. Step 1. Understanding the behavior. Now that you're geared up to use silence as your secret weapon, it's crucial to figure out what's going on in her head. Why is she ignoring you? And no, it's not always because she doesn't care. Often it's just a psychological game, intentional or not, to see how you'll react. Come on, everyone loves feeling desired. That includes her. Ignoring you might be her way of protecting herself, keeping emotional control, or flipping the power dynamic. It's the age-old need for validation, or maybe she just wants to see if she can push your buttons. Who knows? Maybe she's waiting to see if you'll lose it, freak out, or keep your cool. Another angle? Her silence might be a direct response to your behavior. Maybe you came on too strong, or she's testing your limits. How far can I push this guy before he cracks? See the play? It's not about complete disinterest. It's just part of the emotional chess game people play. Sometimes without even realizing it. Understanding this is critical. Once you grasp that her silence is tactical, it's way easier not to take it personally. You stop being the poor sap spiraling into self-doubt and become the guy who knows what's up. And right there, instead of chasing after her, you use this as a chance to subtly but powerfully show your worth. You prove you know where you stand and won't lose your mind over a delayed reply. Step 2. Response strategies. Now that you've decoded her little game, let's talk about flipping it in your favor. The idea is straightforward. Keep your composure and wield silence like a strategic weapon. Keep your cool. Rule number 1. Don't lose your cool. When someone ignores you, the knee-jerk reaction is to panic. Spam them with messages or demand answers. Stop. Breathe. What do you need to do? Absolutely nothing. Keeping calm is the most powerful move you can make. It shows you're unbothered, not some desperate fool begging for scraps of attention. Remember, how you react defines how she sees you. If you're the guy who doesn't flinch at a little silence, you exude confidence and self-sufficiency. That's pure gold. Ignore her back. Now for the pièce de résistance, ignoring her right back. No, it's not about being rude or cold. It's about resisting the urge to chase her validation. This creates a vacuum where her mind starts spinning. Why isn't he chasing me? Did he lose interest? Suddenly, she's the one wondering what's up, not you. Ignoring her mirrors her behavior. You're no longer playing by her rules. This stirs curiosity, maybe even discomfort. But listen up. This isn't about revenge. It's about showing you know your worth and won't beg for anyone's attention. Focus on yourself. While playing the silence game, shift your focus to yourself. Pour energy into things that make you better: hobbies, work, fitness, whatever. Not only does this enhance your life, but it also makes you automatically more attractive. Let's be real. Nothing is sexier than someone who doesn't need anyone's validation to be happy. This sends a powerful message. You're fine with or without her. That kind of independence is magnetic. When she sees you're thriving without falling into her little trap, she'll have no choice but to rethink her approach. If you're done being her doormat, if you're tired of being her doormat, The fool who takes whatever crumbs she throws your way, only to be kicked around like trash, then wake up. It's time to stop swallowing disrespect and flip the script on this dirty game. Check out the digital book in the description. Once you've read it, you'll learn how to become a real challenge, never bowing down and putting any woman in her place without mercy. Enough with being trampled on and tossed aside like garbage. If you want respect, start acting like a man who commands it. Step 3. Avoiding common traps. Now that you're mastering the silence game, watch your step. Here are the traps that can trip you up and waste all your hard work. Stop begging for attention. First off, stop begging for attention for the love of all that's sacred. Sending message after message, whining, "Why are you ignoring me?" Or worse, pulling the "I just want to understand" card is the ultimate recipe for torching any respect she might still have for you. Every time you chase, dripping with desperation, you're handing her control on a silver platter. And guess what? She feels even more in control, her ego soaring while you sink further. In the emotional battlefield, the one who needs less validation always wins. So stay cool, avoid emotional confrontations. Confront her? Absolutely not. Forget the emotional, "Why are you acting like this?" or "What did I do?" speeches. All that does is make you look pitiful. You won't get the answer you want. Best case, a cold, "Nothing's wrong." Worst case, she pulls away even more. Emotional confrontations are like shooting yourself in the foot. They expose you, and worse, reinforce her power dynamic. Want to play on equal ground? Keep your composure, swallow your pride, and stick to the strategic silence. Don't overdo the game. Using silence is smart, but don't turn it into a manipulative circus. If she catches on that you're playing a lowball game, using silence as revenge, forget about any chance of reconnection. She'll see it for what it is, a lame attempt at manipulation. The advice is simple: balance. Use silence to protect your emotional state, not to become the grandmaster of petty games. You want her respect, not to be seen as a tantrum-throwing child. Resist breaking the silence prematurely. The temptation to grab your phone and send that "Hey stranger" text. Resist. Breaking the silence too soon kills the effect you're building. Silence is powerful because it creates mystery, makes her think, wonder. Breaking it early is like delivering the punchline before the joke. Zero impact, bro. If you truly want to shift the dynamic, you have to hold firm. Let her feel your absence. Let her wonder, has he moved on? This is where you start to really change the game. Stay strong. Don't cave. Step 4. The power of silence. Let's dive into what makes silence such a potent weapon in the emotional game. Don't kid yourself. Silence isn't passivity. It's a calculated strategy that can mess with her mind in ways you wouldn't believe. The psychological effect of silence. When you choose to stay silent, a kind of magic happens. Silence creates a vacuum in her mind. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me? Did he lose interest? What's going on? This emptiness stirs up curiosity, doubt, even anxiety. Silence forces her to look inward. Suddenly, you're not the one obsessing over what went wrong, she is. Now it's her turn to ask, did I push him too far? Did I overdo it? This shift in her thinking changes the game. And the best part? Now she's thinking about you, not the other way around. Shifting the power dynamic. When you answer silence with silence, the tables turn. You step out of the role of needy attention seeker and become someone with self-worth. That's devastatingly attractive. Because let's be honest, who isn't intrigued by someone who doesn't seem to care? Silence sends a powerful message. I'm fine without you. And guess what? When she realizes she doesn't have the emotional control she thought she had, the game changes. Now she's the one searching for answers. silence as a tool for repositioning, but it doesn't stop there. Silence isn't just an emotional response. It's an opportunity to reposition yourself. While silence fills the air, you're focusing on yourself. Growing, evolving, showing that your life is full, with or without her. This project's an image of confidence and independence. So when you finally decide, strategically, to break the silence, you're doing it from a position of strength. Not because you need her, but because you chose to. When and how to break the silence. Eventually, the moment comes to speak up. But do it wisely. Forget about coming back with a "I need you" vibe. No, you return showing you're open to conversation, but without compromising your dignity. Be casual. A comment here, a message there, like you're just checking in, nothing serious. What's the difference? Now you are in control. She'll feel that your silence was a conscious move, not an emotional outburst. And that, my friend, is a masterstroke. Now you understand the overwhelming impact silence can have. Throughout this video, we've uncovered how this weapon, when wielded with precision, can completely flip the script. When she ignores you, what do most guys do? Chase her like a lost puppy. But you now know the real power lies in staying calm, matching her coldness and focusing on yourself. Silence isn't just some random reaction. It's a bold declaration of, "I value myself." It sends a clear message. You won't play into her little ego-boosting games. You respect yourself, and that self-respect not only shields your self-esteem, but also forces her to see you in a whole new light. Now, you're that confident, self-assured guy who doesn't need validation. Now, think with me. How are you going to apply this in your life? Have you been in a situation where you were ignored? I want to hear your story. Drop a comment about how you handled it and what you learned. And if you're ready to put this strategy into action, hit the comments with a yes. Don't forget to support the channel, subscribe, hit the bell, and of course, give it a like. Share this video with that friend who's always chasing and needs a wake-up call. See you in the next video, and remember, silence is your secret weapon. Use it wisely.